You are watching Cable ATSG, Milwaukee, Wisconsin's community access channel.
Wayne's World, Wayne's World, powertrain, excellent, shift time. Hey, it's been a long time since I've been to Wayne's World. See? Wayne's World. Hey, welcome to Wayne's World of Transmissions. My name is Wayne Colonna, and I'm going to be your host where you're going to get the most excellent tech. Shift time, Wayne's World.
Okay, so now we're going to get into a 2013 Audi Q5 3.0 liter. And it has an OB5 dual clutch transmission in it. And after repairs, or even if you overhaul it or a transmission exchange, the vehicle had developed a network code where it lost communication with the TCM. Now, when you look up this U0101 code, the OE, the manufacturer, the Audi company wants you to check the CAN bus resistance of the circuit, which is supposed to be between 60 to 72 ohms. But they want you to do it at the data bus onboard diagnostic interface. The problem with that is it's located in the dash over here. This is not an easy location to get to. This is quite troublesome. But what we go back here, this U0101 means that the network lost communication with the TCM. So really, the easiest thing to do, the best step would go to inspect the power and grounds at the TCM. And it just so happens that the TCM is inside the transmission. And this is the connector, the pass-through connector for the TCM that's inside the transmission. And because the TCM is inside the transmission, the wiring going to this, 9 and 11 is your CAN bus. That's how it communicates to all the other modules. And then it has ground, it has ignition power, it has selector lever sensor information, and then it has hot at all times, terminal 16. And so if you look at terminal 16, it's right over here at this alignment slot that you can see right there, terminal 16. Well, if you look at this, a close-up view of terminal 16 here, not the best picture, it's a little bit blurry. But if you take a close look at terminal 16, a center core has been missing. It got pulled out. When this thing got unplugged, the center core came out. Here's a view of terminal 16 with the center core in it. And so without the center core, obviously this is power at all times. We're not powering up the TCM, so it can't communicate with the system. So this was the actual simple problem. I mean, you could make sure that your ground is good, you have ignition power there, and you want to make sure you have hot at all times. But even if you do have, in this case, you might check and find that it's hot at all times, but the problem is it's not making connection to the pin on the TCM. And so this is where the problem is at. Now, one reason for repairs when you may encounter when you may encounter engine temp high or trans and limp mode because of an overheat condition. And of course, you'll have limited functionality as a result of that. It would have these codes where the transmission fluid cooler control circuit is open, or the transmission fluid cooler control circuit is high. I mean, these control valves control engine coolant to the heat exchanger, to the transmission cooler. And when they go bad, then the transmission could overheat, because if they don't supply enough engine coolant to the heat exchanger, then the transmission fluid can't dissipate heat into the coolant. And so then it can overheat. You can get codes like this. And it just so happens on this particular application, you have a coolant control valve located right next to the transmission, and it's controlling coolant going to the heat exchanger that's underneath the converter housing right over here. And there's different types. There's vacuum types, there's electrical control type coolant control valves. And so you have to order by VIN number. But it just so happens that right in this area is where that TCM or pass-through connector for the TCM is located. And what happens sometimes is we these coolant control valves, they leak, and then the connectors even get corroded. This is plugging into the coolant control valve, but then it can load up inside the transmission. And look at where it's at, right where terminal 16 is located. So this could be one reason why we lost that center core when we pulled the connector out. I mean, here, take a look at this. Right over here is terminal 16. It's just loaded with the coolant that leaked into the circuit. And so, again, terminal 16, hot at all times, is being compromised. And that could be one reason why this could happen. And so you can buy connectors with the harness, wire harness. And of course, you know, when you cut one in, when you splice one in, rather, you want to make sure that you go one wire at a time. So you make sure you're not cross-connecting wires, and you want to make sure you stagger your cuts so you don't make this big baseball or it look like a snake that ate a rat. You got this big bulge. If you can stagger the cuts and you're doing one wire at a time, you can make a nice, neat job out of it. The part numbers here, the connector is not that expensive, and you might have to order a new coolant control valve when it can come with the connector too, so you can replace it. It's not that expensive. It's just labor intensive. It's a little bit of work to splice in these new connectors. And you want to make sure that you're ordering your coolant control valve by VIN, because there are variations, and you want to make sure you get the right one.
All right, all you transmission pros, and if you're still with me, excellent. And if you want some more totally awesome tech material like this, just sign up for an ATSG membership. It's like having a backstage pass to all the good stuff. And it's super easy. Just pick up the phone and call 1-800-245-7722. And until then, it's Wayne's World of Transmissions